Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg. So not too long ago, I did something that I was really proud of. I saved 2 mice from definite death, basically. YouTube isn't my only job, obviously. I do need to make money for supporting all my animals. At the place I work, I'm not going to be saying their name because I don't think it's necessary. They're a great employer and they treat me right, and that's all that you guys need to know. We did have a mouse problem, and they were getting into our birdseed section of the store and ripping open the bags and making a mess of everything. And since we were a business, we had to get rid of them. And yeah, they're animals, and I love all animals, but there's certain times and places where, you know, wild animals can live and can't live. Basically, my boss wanted me to try to get rid of them. So I did put out no-kill traps at first to try to catch and release them. None of them worked. They were able to outsmart them and escape them and just get to the bait. So my manager made me put out glue traps, and if you guys don't know what they are a trap basically. It's kind of cardboard or plastic that has a really strong sticky like glue on it where the rodent or bugs can crawl on and get stuck and they're captured like that. In my opinion, they are a really inhumane trap. I never want to enforce anybody to be using them, and I do not use them in my home, and I never will. Since it is my job, I kind of have to listen to my boss, and I had to do it, you know. It was something that it's part of my job. I have to, like, you know, try to take care of the incidents that might occur. But I did know of a way to save them. So I made sure that I was going to come back the day after I placed the traps to try to rehabilitate and save any of the mice off the glue traps. Many people don't do that, obviously. They kind of just let them die and then throw them away. But me being an animal lover made me want to try to save them. And luckily I was successful saving a couple of them. So when I went to work the next day, there were 5 of them on the glue traps. Right away, I started panicking because since glue traps are so inhumane, sometimes mice and other rodents are known to try to chew off their limbs to try to escape it. And this was the case with one of the mice. They were all still alive. All 5 of them were still alive. One of them was in pretty rough shape. So I brought them home right away, and I started setting up a little makeshift hospital in my kitchen. My little sister did help me out, and I do want to thank her very much for helping me save them. These are actually kind of her pet. She wanted to take care of them now. So I did have to keep them because their injuries were so severe that they wouldn't be able to survive in the wild, especially because now it's the winter time here in New York and the winters are so cold, and just putting them out there would be a death sentence. So I do have some footage of me getting them off the glue traps with some help of my sister, and I will show you that footage. And the footage kind of speaks for itself why these traps are so inhumane. There are so many other ways to get rid of mice. You can do the humane way and put out some no-kill traps and just release them. Or if you do need to get rid of them and kill them, there are so many other traps that are way more humane to kill a mouse other than this. You could get snap traps where they will die on impact. You can get rat poison, which I don't really recommend, but it's another option. I would think it's a little bit better than the glue traps. Basically what I did right away when I thought of how I could get them off, the first thing that came to my mind was Dawn dish soap, because I do know that it is commonly used in oil spills to get the oil off of birds' wings and stuff like that. So out of the 5 mice, 4 did make it off of the glue traps alive. One of the mice, its injuries were pretty rough. It didn't make it off the glue traps, sadly, and I did bury it, so it didn't die in vain. I was able to save a couple others. In the middle of the night, 2 of the mice, their injuries were so bad that they passed away in their sleep. It does make me happy to know, though, that they didn't die a horrible, painful death. They did pass away when they were sleeping. But 2 of them did survive, and they were really healthy. They were eating right away, and they were trying to run around. Their paws and legs are injured. They're kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. They limp. Some of their feet have broken bones in them, but when it comes to a mouse and it's something so small, there's nothing you can do. Mice are considered pests, so if I was to bring them to an animal shelter to try to get them saved, they will probably just euthanize them or not even accept them to the shelter because they are wild animals and they are considered pests to most people. And if I was to bring them to a vet, they most likely can't treat them because of how small they are. They are literally like this big. They are field mice. So you can't really treat bones that are so puny. They aren't suffering. They were able to heal over nicely. Obviously they aren't as stealthy as they would be if they weren't injured, but me and my sister are going to be providing them with the best life that we can, as long as that will be. So here's one of the little mice. He was just running on the wheel, but he stopped because he saw me, and he's probably a little scared. So because these guys are from the wild, they aren't used to humans, and they aren't that tame, but I expect them to get a little bit more tame as time goes on. So here you can kind of see this little one. He's like halfway in the tube, halfway out. See, it's kind of hard to see, but he's right here. I'm gonna try to open this top part of the cage and see if I can grab him real quick. Probably not. Nope, he's gonna go down. So here's just a quick overview of their cage. It's a hamster cage. It comfortably fits both of them. We also did get a little extension at the top, so they will have more room. They have a little nesting area up at the top where they like to hang out a lot of the time. They also like to hang out a lot of the time up here as well. And you can see one of them is currently right up here. I'm gonna try to gently take this off in a second and see if we can get a closer look at him. So here we have them both. Oh, he just popped in inside his little tube. You can see him down in there. And here's the other one. They're both scared at the moment because they are not used to humans and they're not used to being handled. Here you can see this little one. He's a cutie. He's chubby. He's been eating so much. They have not been having this much food available to them. Because they were living inside of a store, so now that they are with me, they're getting fat and healthy, and they're really adorable. So here, look, this little one is climbing up the tube. They try to get away and hide from me. Here he is, he's gotta be in here. I can open this up and show you. Oh, he just popped down. Oh, there he goes. I'm gonna try to show you. He's inside this little old... Oh! There he goes. Oh, now I gotta go catch a mouse. So here it is, I caught it. It took me a very long time to catch it because it went under the bed and I had to rip apart my sister's room to find it, but here he is. I just got him by the tail just so he won't run away because he is so darn fast. But yeah, he's scared. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna go put him back. Look at that. You like your wheel? They've never had a wheel before because they were wild, but now look at that. Damn, you're on fire, girl. So that's it with this video, guys. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. It's so cute. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.